Okay, guys, open in the room early. Hi, guys, just here early. And we are recording, but I'm going to stream also, and Ish will be here momentarily, and then we can ask any questions that you may have before we get started. Feel free to put anything in the Q&A box. I don't want to stream until we're actually really doing something, and we're early, so I'm going to wait. But if anybody has something you want to ask, you can raise your hand or put in the Q&A box or chat. I can pull you over if you want to say something or ask a question while we're waiting. You can't even see my necklace. I put on a nice necklace and you can't even see it because my mic's in the way. Whew, it's hot in here already. Hey, Linda. I am earlier than normal. We are going to be getting started shortly. Well, kind of. I'm early here. It's a big day. Here we go. It's better. Hey, Melissa, Jen, and Hannah. And while we're waiting, if anyone has a question, you can put something in the chat box. Hey, Carol. Oh, I'm glad you can join. I should have known that Germany. Are you in Germany? No, you're Iceland. I mean, Ireland. But Ireland and Australia. This is probably a good time of day for all people. But anyway, you can raise your hand if you want to come on and ask a question now or later. You can type in the chat box. Again, I am very early. I'm never this early. But Isha said she was getting on, so I wanted to be here. Here she is. And promote to panelist. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. We're all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So, I'm excited. This is fun.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm never this early. So my people are like, what is she doing here this early? That's why. So we have a bunch of people who are here and I've just been telling them, and I'm not going to press live until we're actually like in motion of welcoming everybody, because I see the little buttons down here are live on YouTube, live on Facebook. And if I do it now, you know what? I'll do the Facebook one. Because it records it on
Tag me in it, because then is it going to be public or is it just going to be in your group?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because if it's publicly available, then I can just give it a share on my page as well. Oh, good. Jen's here. Hello.
Oh, I have to log into Facebook through this. Oh, okay. Let's see if I know what my password is. Nope. Okay, old password. Shit. It was changed 3 months ago. Okay, we're gonna guess. Now we have a little time.
Yes, we do. But it looks like people are already on. So if they are, Can they?
Oh,
They
it
can share
worked.
with us,
Okay, it worked.
right?
Update password. No thanks. Choose where you want to post your video. So I'm going to do it.
Thank you, Jen.
Where should I do it? So I have a
If
few
you do it
groups
on your page and
Okay, on
tag
my
me,
personal page.
yeah, that would be the easiest because then I can hop into mine and then share it over into my groups as well.
Okay, here we go. Preparing live streaming preview. And then after we get that going, I will go do it on YouTube.
Excellent.
Also. Okay, all right. So let's just quickly look and guided. Like they don't let you do this ahead of time.
No, they don't. There are other softwares that let you get on top of this, which I'm not familiar with, but this is why I used Webinar Jam for my last one instead of Zoom.
Okay, let's see. Could use camera. Get started. How do you want to?
How do we see who's on? Because there's 9 people already on. So how do we see who's oh, there's peeps that I know. I recognize.
Oh, live stream. So copy and paste these into your settings. Go live. I'm just gonna go live. Let's just see.
Done. Excellent. Hello everyone. Welcome. This is great.
I'm gonna use my iPad to see if when we're live here. So far.
Where did you post it to? Your
I don't my regular page, but
your page, not your
no, my personal.
Oh, okay, because I'm on it right now and I'm not seeing it. So
right. I'm waiting to see. Let's see if I go there. Yep, we're live. Okay. Yep, it's on my regular friend page. We're friends, right?
Yeah, we are. Can you tag me? Because I really can't see it. I'm like, where is it? Is it public? Did you set it to public? We've made this mistake in the past before where we did a whole live stream and then it was private.
Oh, nope, you're right. It wasn't. Okay, now it's public.
Great.
Right, but I'll tag you anyway. Let's go to tag now. Sorry, guys. Thanks for banging. We're early, so you're hanging with us here. Let's see. Edit privacy, edit post, edit post.
We still have 3 minutes. It's all good.
I know. And I don't want to even start talking because people will be because they're not used to me being this early anyway.
Right. I can relate to that. I'm now actually in Perth. It's just shy of 8 a.m. for me. I've never done a podcast. Actually, that's not true. I do American podcasts early sometimes, but it's not normal for me.
Oh, this is technically not a podcast because we're not putting this on the podcast. It'll be on YouTube and it'll be on Facebook and it'll be in my Inner Circle membership. But we're not. I mean, just you can use it wherever you want to. Okay, I'm going to now go on YouTube. All right, so we're done there. And here's a couple chats. We've got hello. Oh, that's you. No, Jen said hello. You said hi, Jen. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay, now wait. I want to go. Am I doing YouTube too? It won't let me. Wait, maybe I could just pick one.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. With Zoom, yeah, that's it.
Well, that stinks. Okay, fine.
Again, another reason why they have third-party softwares.
I know. I tried to do Live Leap for something once and it didn't. It was a big pain, and I was like, never mind. I don't. And part of it was this was a private event, so it was fine. Bonus for all of you people seeing it right now who care who are interested.
Totally.
I'm going to put a link for you to register if you want to come on ask questions, or if you want a copy of this recording that's cleaner and audio only. Yeah. Because you won't get it by doing it on Facebook.
That's very true.
Yeah. So let me edit again. Edit post.
If I just check that same link, they'll be able to join us and ask the questions, right?
Yes.
Excellent. 7:59, it's 8 o'clock. Let's begin. Let's do the thing.
You're so like, I'm ready to go right on the dot. Hold on, give my people a minute. They're like, JJ's never this early. She's like because people come late. So at this point I end up talking about, okay, great. So I just added the link if anybody wants to come over there. And excellent. Hey everyone, Wendy, yay, Linda and Kelly, Krista. All right, guys. All right. So let's just start off. Welcome everybody. I'm so excited that everybody's here. As most of you know, hey, Sherry. As most of you know who listen to my show, this came out of the last conversation Isha and I had on the show about the Ascension. As I was thinking as she was talking that, boy, we really just we need something. And hey, have you done this? And you guys have heard the story. And she's like, well, I haven't yet. I'm like, well, let's just do it. So here we are doing it together and sharing it with you. So let's just start off in case anyone is new or hasn't listened to that episode. If you have any questions before we get started on this guided visualization that Isha is going to take us through today, that we will have for those of you that have registered in audio replay, so you can use it, because the point of this is to activate all of us at a higher frequency to realize and manifest into reality that which we want to see in a 5D world. So if there's any questions, you can type in the chat below. If you want to come on and ask it verbally, you can raise your hand. We won't take too many at the top of the hour because we just want to get people in and get started. We'll leave room at the end also for more questions. But if you have a question from now, hey, Amber. Oh, Amber, I'm so glad you're here. This will be good for your dad and for you. Her dad's in the hospital. So it'd be good to activate that energy field of healing for everyone. Absolutely.
That's the plan. That's the plan. We want this going far and wide.
Yes.
To all the people, all the things. It's actually a beautiful process we're doing today.
Welcome, Shannon. Shannon, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Trina. Okay, great. Do you want to explain anything about what we're going to be doing, Isha? I will take another couple minutes and then we can start.
Yeah, well, I just want to start with a little bit of an overview of, I guess, the intention for today. I imagine there's possibly a few people on here who aren't that familiar with what even is planetary ascension. So I think that's probably a good place to start.
Beautiful.
So there is this, there is this global shift that's happening at the moment where people are really starting to awaken, start asking questions, really start, wondering different way to live, and people are looking at this world that we have created collectively and going, hang on a second, does it have to be that way? So part of what's happening is a shift in consciousness with humanity, and it's happening on all levels. It's happening mentally, it's happening physically. Some examples we can see quite tangibly are what's happening in the technology space. We can see it in the vegan movements. People are changing their diet. There's the whole millennial thing going on where people are like, actually, I don't want to be on the corporate ladder. Maybe I just want to do something different. So people are really starting to question and to break out of those shackles of the way that we've always lived. Now, the more subtle layer of this is also the energetic level. And so when we talk about planetary ascension, what we're really focusing on at the real deep core is that the planet itself is raising in frequency. So when I say that, I mean that from the understanding that if everything is this energy, this frequency, this vibration, we have this energy in us. Some of you might be familiar with chakra systems within their own body. And the earth has its own energy field as well. And she actually has a soul. Some people do know it as Gaia. And that to me is a very, very tangible energy that I connect with. So the short version of a very long history is that Gaia has asked for this planet to ascend from a third dimensional frequency into a fifth dimensional frequency. And when we talk about 5D, typically it's characterized by a more unity field consciousness. Inside of that space, we have just a different way of living. We have a different way of connecting. We have a different way of being able to feel each other as a more unified wholeness and a oneness. And so that essentially is what we are moving towards. And so the intention for this particular meditation is to really set in this oneness, this space of connectedness within us, because in order for the whole planet to lift up, it's a bit of a catch-22. We have to feel connection in ourselves, or we have to feel connected to our heart, so that then together we can find that wholeness. And so really the intention for today is, how do we drop deeper into our heart space? How do we really find that connection within? How do we then go from there and connect into the earth, which I'll guide you through today as well. And then we set that intention that that energy that we raise and that we connect into today goes out through the whole planet for healing, for raising the vibration, and all the good things, just to help everyone really move through in this process that we're all on.
Beautiful. And that's why everyone's here. Those of you that are here with us on the Zoom, who know what we're doing today, because you've heard both episodes with Isha on my podcast. Those of you that are listening on Facebook and wondering what the heck we're doing, we have more information there. But if you're joining us and you want to stay, you're welcome to stay. Everybody is welcome to do this with us. If you're interested in getting the replay, though, you do have to register. So the link is there, and we will have questions after. But right now, hey, Erin, is there any kind of, I know you're going to take us from the beginning and set ourselves and connect with Gaia and have it be physical and all the things. When we talk about the guided visualization, is it kind of both? It's a meditation and a really building that picture that we're moving towards. So that way, because I know we talked about on the episode that you said it's so, you do it so often for yourself that it's so real, you can touch it, like you see it. And that's what the hope is I have for everybody after today, is that you have this to practice, to do it. And even if tonight or today, depending on where you are in the world, this morning, if you kind of feel a shift in your energy field, a shift in your reality, so to speak, but you want to go more, that's the purpose of why we're recording it. We're doing this live one time, but we're recording it so that you can practice it over and over again, because the more you can actualize that visualization of what it is you want to see. I did an interview today, and it was one of those, does law of attraction really work? I don't know who the audience was, but I said, seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. So we want to believe it into being, and we want to bring it forth into being. So you can practice. If this is new for you, you haven't done it before, and you find that you feel like it's new and different, but you can go further and deeper, then that's why we invited you to register to be here with us live on Zoom, and then to use it afterwards like exercise, so we can all help move this earth along.
Right, exactly. I think, it's so important to just keep coming back to this idea that we are conscious creators of our reality, and that we do get to play quite a vital role in this ascension. So, sometimes it's very easy as a human to go into your smallness, to feel that, oh, it's just little old me. What can I do? It's just one person. What can I do? And it's really important to recognize that one person can actually change the world. Your intention, your vibration, your frequency can really go out. And as we come together, that amplifies even more. One of the things I mentioned in the post when we sent this out is the Maharishi effect. So when you have a lot of people that are collectively meditating together, studies have actually shown that crime rates have reduced in those areas when they've done it. So, one of the reasons for really bringing quite a large audience to this one, and I intend this meditation to go out left, right, and center to thousands upon thousands of people, so that we can really shift at this collective level, recognizing the amplification of what happens when people come together and visualize an already ascended earth. Because the already ascended earth, it's already here, it already exists. I mean, I see it every day. And again, as you said, this is the reason why we've brought people into this, because I really want to share that vision with everyone today of what it's like, what it feels like in the body to be in 5D earth. The 5D earth, because 5D really exists outside of time and space, it's one of those things that it's actually already here. It's just that the convergence of that hasn't quite manifested into 3D. So the fastest way to do that is actually taking ourselves energetically there right now, which we're going to do today. And then we just anchor that in through the body, and then ta-da, there it is. And it's actually really simple from that perspective to get the whole planet into that higher frequency right away.
Oh, that's what we're doing here, folks. All right. Any questions before we get started? And if you're on Facebook, I can't see you. So I can only see those of us that are here on Zoom in terms of questions. So I apologize. They will not be read. I do not have anyone sitting here with me reading them to facilitate them through and channel them through my Zoom. If you want to jump on with us, register, get on here so you can participate and ask questions at a deeper level. All right. So whenever you're ready, I think we're ready.
Cool. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So I'm going to take you through a guided process today. It's really important that no matter where you are on your journey of meditation, if you're just a beginner or whether you're quite experienced, that you allow yourself to just be in the intention of what it is that we're doing. It is a lot less about can I see the colors and can I see the visualizations, as it is about just setting the intention to be part of the group energy, to really put your focus towards what it is that we're creating. And so as we're going through the guided visualization today, there will be points where I say visualize a white light or visualize, certain things. And if you're not always a visual person, then don't get caught up in that aspect of it. There are lots of ways that you can experience the energy. And so for some of you, it might be a very felt experience in the body. You might not always see the light, but you might be able to feel the expansion in the body. Or for some of you, you might just have a knowing. We all have different ways that we perceive energy, and there's no one right way to do this. So yeah, just sit in the gratitude and the intention, and know that, there is a bigger picture here. There is an energetic container that we've set here, and just you being here is enough, and let that be enough. So we're just really grateful that we can share this experience with you guys, and just relax and go for the ride. So whenever you're ready, let's all begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out, allowing yourself to be nice and comfortable wherever you are, and giving your body a few moments just to settle, to relax as you take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, allow your body to completely relax. If there's any tightness, tension in the muscles, allow that to gently melt away as you bring all of your awareness into your breath. As you're breathing in and breathing out, allow yourself to recognize just for a moment that this beautiful air is the breath of life. And in this moment, you are alive. So let yourself feel your aliveness simply through the breath, breathing in, breathing out as you deeply relax. On your next in breath, bring all of your focus to your energetic heart center, your heart chakra, right in the center of your chest. As you bring your awareness to your heart, allow yourself to notice the beautiful white light. This beautiful white light is the light of your soul, your inner heart star. As you breathe into that light, allow that light to radiate outwards in all directions, from the center of your heart outwards like an exploding array of light. As that light radiates out through the body, notice how it lights up everything else that it touches. As that light moves through the body, Notice all the cells in your body lighting up one after the other until your whole body is beautifully glowing with this inner white light. And then allow this light to radiate out past the body into your energy field. Growing brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger. Knowing that this is what your light does naturally. You do not need to force this light to expand. You do not need to make it expand. Just know that through your focused intention, this light is naturally radiating through the body, out into your energy field, and as far as it wants to go. Allow yourself to expand as much as you want. Extending out into the space that you're in, and even further beyond into your suburb, your country, through the whole of planet Earth. We radiate this light. And then far out into the galaxy, the universe, and beyond. Now take a deep breath into the heart and feel all the love of creation, of source, of your essence, all the pure love that you are is in your heart. You can take a deep breath in through the nose, focusing on all that love, and sending that down through the spine, to the heart of Gaia, our beloved mother. As you connect your heart to hers, allow yourself to receive that beautiful, loving, nurturing, feminine energy from Gaia's crystalline heart center into yours. And on your next in breath, breathe into the heart, and this time up through the crown, connecting to source, allowing that pure divine light to flow from source through the crown and into your heart. On your next in breath, breathe into your heart as you feel the merging of love from Gaia, from source, from your inner heart star, all merge together as one love, divine love, and allow that light to radiate out through the body and out into the universe as far as it wants to go. As you see yourself and feel yourself and all of this beautiful light energy, start to see yourself in a big white room filled with light. Take a moment to plant your feet firmly on the ground of this big white room. Take a good look around to notice what is in your surroundings. On the far side of the white room, there is a golden door. And when you're ready, you can make your way over to this golden door. As you look out the window next to the door, you notice there is just blue sky and clouds all around you. When you're ready, you can go over to the golden door, place your hand on the handle, gently open the door, and step out onto a fluffy white cloud. Just take a moment to feel into your new surroundings. The white room is still there behind you. The white cloud is supporting you firmly. In front of you is bright blue skies. Take a deep breath. Just take a moment to ground yourself here. You are still surrounded in all this beautiful white light. And gently, you notice that the cloud is starting to move. And as the cloud moves, it starts to get faster and faster. Until the white room is far behind you. And in front of you, you start to see something blue, dark blue. And as you get closer, you notice that it's planet Earth. And on this cloud, you start to move faster and faster, accelerating towards the bright blue Earth in the distance. As the Earth gets bigger and bigger, you notice that it looks a little bit different. This Earth is very bright. It's glowing. It's filled with so much light. As you get closer to the atmosphere, you realize that there is no pollution. It is clear, clean. The vibration feels very high. This is the Earth that is already existing in a 5D vibration. It has already ascended. So if you choose, you are welcome now to land on 5D Earth and experience your life as if you are already in the highest vibration of love. And from this cloud, you can choose to descend upon the earth through the atmosphere, landing slowly, slowly, gently floating down until you land on a beautiful, lush, green landscape. On this earth, there are lots of trees, lots of animals. Even the ones that were extinct have come back. The air is clean. It feels light and peaceful. And as you land on this earth, you notice that you feel a sense of joy. All the stresses and the worries that you had before don't exist on this new earth. This earth is all about love, connection, play. It is peaceful. War does not exist in this new earth. Only harmony, connectedness. On this new earth, you may choose to be whoever you want to be, to experience whatever you choose to experience, knowing that your play, your exploration, and your creation on this new earth is completely in harmony with all beings on the planet. So in this moment, you are invited to choose this new identity for yourself. Who is the person that you are called to be on 5D Earth? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What is your heart singing out for you to do? Allow yourself in this moment to fully immerse yourself in this new reality, knowing that you are a multi-dimensional being and your experience can be felt in the body just by imagining. As you are creating this new version of yourself for the new earth, how does that feel? Notice if you can feel that in your body. Allow yourself to feel for yourself what this new earth is actually like, to feel what it is that we're creating, and to know that simply through the power of this visualization, we are creating it to be so. What do you choose to have on the new earth? Love, peace, harmony, joy, connection, transcendence. Choose to place into the field any qualities, vibrations that you wish to bring to the new earth with you. Knowing that this new earth will receive from you all the vibrations of the highest love. Together in this moment, we as a human collective are choosing this new frequency. We are choosing this new reality. It is through our choice, through our beingness, our frequency, and our actions that we bring this creation into manifestation consciously. Imagine a world where all hearts were connected as one. A world where your joy is felt by all the others. A world where their joy is felt by you. And in this world, it is impossible to harm another. It is impossible to feel disconnected. There is only one frequency in this new earth, and it is a pure, unconditional love. So imagine for a moment, if you could feel this now in your heart, what would that feel like? that total expansive connectedness with self and with others, total connectedness with the earth, total connectedness with source. And know now that you can choose to have that right here, right now, through your internal state of being. Love is a choice. When we choose love now, we make it so. So allow yourself to choose it, to feel it now. Ascension isn't out there, somewhere far off in the distance. It's right here, right now, in our hearts, in the way that we connect to self, in the way that we connect to others, through the kindness and the love that we show. And as we sit deeper in this frequency within ourselves, this is how we create the new earth. So there you are, exploring the new earth, feeling the new earth, becoming the new earth in this moment. As you take a deep breath into your body, feel this reality that we've just created merging with this planet, with the people, into your body. We're calling in an acceleration through the timelines for the highest outcome, the best possible pathway for this reality to come into convergence now. Knowing that first and foremost, ascension is an internal state of being. Ascension is love, and that you can have that in any moment, right here, right now, simply by choosing it. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out, and it is done. Start to bring your awareness slowly back to your breath, coming back to your heart space, focusing again on that beautiful white light that we've been radiating out. Take a deep breath in through the nose and extend that breath out through the legs, connecting into the earth, imagining that you've got roots coming out from your feet and a big taproot coming out from the base of your spine, connecting deep into the heart of Gaia. As you breathe deeply into the body, allow that breath to extend into those roots, connecting in with the soil, the minerals, the plants, the animals, all that energy that we've connected in with today is now radiating out, flowing through your body. And see yourself now standing in a pillar of white light, anchoring love light from source to earth. You are the conduit for the highest love, a vessel for pure, unconditional love to flow through you. See yourself standing in this beautiful pillar of white light, connected from source to the heart of Gaia. Taking in some deep breaths. Keep breathing down into the earth. As you exhale, starting to bring your awareness gently back into your body, becoming aware of your physical space, becoming aware of the gentle movements of your chest as you breathe, and slowly starting to bring some gentle movements into your fingers, your toes, having a little stretch if you need it, and gently coming back. All right, welcome back, everyone. That was fun.
Lots of great visualization and physical awarenesses of the different environments. That was good. I was breathing in love and breathing out anything negative. For those of you that sometimes in meditation, things happen outside of your control. And often we want to take ourselves out of it. And although contrast shows up to train us even better to focus so strongly on that visualization, that feeling, that intention. So I hope that everybody, regardless of what was going on in your space around you, because Isha, it was drop dead quiet where you were, that everyone could embody and let that radiate out from you, from your heart, and that you felt all the tinglies in your feet and in your hands and in your head and in your spine and in your heart and in your heart chakra. So to not overkill, this will be a beautiful separate audio that we'll put together.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, again and again and again. That's what Carol just said. And so, is there any, is it something that you think people can do daily? Would you recommend a daily thing, or, in terms of what? I'm sure it's per person what they feel is good, but I mean, could they? Yeah. What do you think?
I'm all for just meditating as much as possible. So I'm never going to say it's too much. This particular process is very powerful. Even from a manifestation perspective, to do this particular one every day, you're literally putting yourself in the frequency of that reality. And the more you do that, the faster you're going to get there. So I don't think you can do too much of this one.
Okay.
I also have another daily recommended practice as well, the 4 foundations, which I do teach people as well. So that's another option too. But this particular one, or any activation really, I mean, yeah, go nuts. You want to do it every day and your soul's calling you to do that, please do it. I think it can only make the world a better place, right?
Absolutely. And that was the whole goal today, was to make the world a better place. Thanks, Krista. Anyone have any other questions, or you can either put in a chat box or raise your hand. I'll bring you over. You can ask it audio if you would like to. Again, I will be editing that down to audio only so that people can use it on a daily basis, multiple times a day. I can't wait to use it again in a more quiet environment because mine was slightly challenged. But I was breathing in love and I was breathing out frustration. And I was feeling it. I was there. And it was like probably the best exercise ever of living a 5D reality in a 3D on a 3D earth. So, right. That like constant like ebb and flow of stimulus that you could allow in more or learn to let it flow. You're welcome, Michelle. Anybody? Oh, Laura has a question. Okay, I'm gonna bring Laura on. Hi, Laura.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. It's so exciting. Thanks for that, Isha and JJ. I love it. Shared with as many yoga students as I could to invited them all in the last week since I heard you guys on the podcast. I was just wondering, Isha, is there any way for us to know like when this, like you say, the 5D is here now, but I mean, I imagine, like, I just feel like there, or in my mind anyway, I see like there'd just be a whole shift, you know, and it would suddenly be a new earth kind of thing. Maybe that's a little dreamy, but I'm kind of practical, you know, in my mind. And I imagine, I'm just like, do we know when this shift is going to happen? Like where we can say that we are in 5D?
It's a great question. It is one I get asked very often. It's not quite that linear for starters. There have definitely been some key moments where there have been opportunities for that type of overnight transition, instantaneous transition actually to happen, and they haven't come into convergence. The first of those was in 2012, which a lot of people were talking about, you know, the big shift into Age of Aquarius, and the collective humanity consciousness was not actually ready for that. And so then there was an extra grace period that was given. And then the next possible opportunity for that type of transition to happen was actually December 21st, 2020, the solstice, which for those of you that have been following me online, I was in Uluru for that. And there was a whole thing that went down and again, didn't come into full convergence. And so we are going through much more of a transition through that. Now, in saying that, there are pockets of Earth that are already in 5D, you know, and this is where frequencies are not that linear. And so you can be the person in your community to be anchoring that vibration right now. It might at this stage not always look like in your community that it's happening, you know, in the way that we always want it to happen. But it is actually, and Trina's just said 1%, we literally need 1% of the population anchoring a 5D vibration for the whole planet to shift. So we are actually just looking for the 1 in 100, and you can be that 1 in 100 just by doing things like this meditation and anchoring that light within your localized area. I will also say that one of the big guidances that came through after the solstice, when the whole thing didn't fully converge, and when I say didn't fully converge, a lot did actually come through. So I want to be clear, the solstice was amazing. There was actually a lot positive that happened in that as well. What didn't occur on the solstice was the starships that were supposed to land at Uluru and a few of the energies that were meant to come in didn't quite come into full convergence. And so since then, Star Family and my guides and that have just been saying, be like a local ambassador now. What they're asking for is people just to focus on their localized areas. So wherever you are in the world, it's like you're now a custodian of your little pocket, right? Because we just need that 1% focusing into the ley lines and the grids and the energy where they are, and then doing processes like the one we've done today to bring in that earth into the here and now through the physical body and that real felt experience of that.
That answer your question, Laura?
Amazing. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. And thank you for sharing. I did see your posts.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Sorry. Just trying to get her. Oops, Carol. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Remove permission to talk. Remove permission. There we go. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly says, how do you know when you are living fully in 5D? What are the indications the shift has taken place on a personal level?
Yeah, great question. So for me, it's really just about how I feel in the body. 5D to me is bliss. And I'm quite actually grateful that I do get to live this amazing life where I feel blissful quite a lot. At a practical level, honestly, it starts with just living your purpose, you know, because I really believe that people you know, we all have this reason that we're here on this planet. Like if you're on planet Earth at this time, you're a part of Planetary Ascension. Your soul has agreed to be a part of Planetary Ascension, whether you're consciously aware of that or not. And I think it's important to remember that even when we look out into the world and we see the people, and it's easy to judge and be like, oh, that person's not in 5D. Yeah, but their soul's agreed to be here. So the indications for you are less about, you know, looking at that reflection at this time and looking more at how do you feel internally. So if you can wake up every day and you can choose love and you can connect into that frequency of the highest ascended earth, that is you in that moment living in 5D. It might not be that the whole planet is convergent to 5D, but you can live in 5D right now. Now, a few little things that have shifted in my life since doing these processes are just things like, you know, my relationships have improved, my finances have improved, you know. For those of you that have seen the stuff that I post, I'm a huge believer that when you're fully anchoring a high, very high vibrational frequency, it actually translates on all levels. So it's health, it's money, it's relationships, it's all the areas of your life actually working in harmony together. So when you're in that frequency, everything just works, everything just flows. There's a lot of synchronicity. Like I get number sequences all the time. But most importantly, I just feel good. Like I feel amazing like most of the time. And I think that to me is just a sign that I'm really in that high energy flow. I hope that helps answer your question, Kelly.
Kelly is in, she is a very powerful energy healer also, and works with crystals and is living her purpose more and more every day. So yes, it's all the things unfolding. It's that bliss, it's that joy, it's the momentum that you feel even when things become so easy. I know it tipped the scales for me maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago, where just something happened and like I'm on a ride. I'm completely leveraging all past efforts, if you will, of really putting some of that energy into into that reality of what I wanted it to be. And now I'm living it and beyond. And so when things happen, they happen quickly and it's like, oh, I have a thought and it manifests, or right, just that synchronicity and divine timing just sort of seems to keep, it's like on a clockwork. And I can sort of sit back and allow it to happen and receive more versus before. There's a lot of efforting. And I think these visualizations are really important for everyone to practice, just like with any other law of attraction, manifestation, high vibration practice that you do. The visualizations are more powerful because when you put yourself in a new reality, you attract a new reality faster because it's a whole body experience. It's not a thinking thing. It's not an action. It's literally all encompassing. And, you know, I think for me, when you started with the idea of sort of shooting that out or spreading that out or expanding that field of love, I saw it as like a ring, like a yellowish ring, iridescent, but like that would kind of expand like a bubble and push it out. And when you said to push it out, I saw it being pushed out and pushed out. And there's the more we charge our inners and our love inside, we can push out more. And that's one way I think for a lot of people, especially during times like this, we want to feel like we're doing something good for everyone that isn't just, that can help everybody. And we want to have something to look forward to that is hope, that is an action we can take, because so often we sometimes have the opportunities, depending on where you are in the world and if you actually see people on a day-to-day basis, right, of dealing with lower frequencies that may or may not bother you. But the more you're around it, the more it can influence and the more it can pull your attention. So again, it's whatever we practice, and we practice this more, and that stuff doesn't matter. So we're literally living a new reality. Krista. Hi, Krista. Unmute yourself.
Hi. So I asked in the Q&A, and then it wasn't very explanatory what I said, but along those lines of the lower frequency. So when the 1% of us succeed in ascending the planet to 5D, will the other 99% just kind of automatically begin to ascend along with us?
It's a complex answer to that question, because every soul has their own individual journey. As a collective, yes. So we just need 1% of the population anchoring a 5D vibration, which is why I'm literally on a mission to find my 78 million or whatever it is to, just do my thing. The other 99 will, but in saying that, there may be souls who aren't ready for that level of transition and they may choose to leave. So it's a very individual experience, and there will be some souls that choose to continue having a more 3 or 4D experience, and that would happen on another planet and another dimensional reality. And so there will be there will be a choice essentially for all souls in terms of what they want to do for that.
But it will just leave the ascended behind here on the planet. Everybody that still remains on the planet would ascend together.
Yeah, anyone who chooses to will ascend together. There are some schools of thought out there, which I don't 100% agree with, where people are saying that there's going to be a split reality. The highest ascension timeline is actually full convergence without a dualized split. So, there are people saying that there's going to be 2 Earths, that there's going to be a 5D Earth, and then there'll be like a lower vibrational Earth, and the souls aren't ready, will go to the low vibration. And that's actually not in the highest potential timeline. In fact, it's a very 4th dimensional view of things, because just to give you a quick overview of dimensional realities, the 3D is everything physical. The 4th dimension is what we call the astral realm, and it's actually still a very dualized, very polarized frequency. And in that frequency, you've got the lower 4th dimension and the higher 4th dimension. So the people that are saying that we're going to go into a split Earth reality are actually viewing through the 4D, not the 5D, because as soon as you get to 5D, it's unity consciousness, and there's only one option. You can't actually have a dualized approach in 5D. So we are going from a 3 to 5D ascension, not a 4D ascension, because that's what Gaia has asked for. And so, in that version of the reality, 1% of the population anchoring 5D means everything comes into total convergence. And we're literally looking at like cosmic disclosure and starships and all sorts of wonderful things happening when that eventuates.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone have a final question as we wrap up today? I appreciate all of you being here live with us. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, you only get a recording if you register.
Just seen her comment. She says, "I love how well you explain these complex answers."
Well, and if I can also, I think, like bridge also that I, again, when the highest frequency wins, right? The highest frequency usually wins, and everyone may not move just in our, again, we're all here at different levels. We've all, different levels of soul in this group and in the world. So like you're saying, we're all going to experience, there is a shift, we all shift together, but our experiences are still going to be what they are based on our soul's plan to live out and to learn the things we need to learn in this lifetime, right? It's not all of a sudden that we're in 5D Earth and everyone is living a high vibrational, always 100%, like we're all equal, we're all do the same thing. We're all like, that's not individuality. That's not the reason why we keep incarnating. Right. We keep learning lessons, but it's again, that the shift of that. Even if we just look back into history of the consciousness of history and where we've come from, you can see the shifts. And so it just shifts to be better. And then wherever you are, you keep getting better, and then they all get better. And then the bad stuff starts to fall away more. Bad stuff, meaning lower frequencies. But, okay, I don't see any other questions. So thank you, Isha, everybody. So let's just tell everybody too. I know you mentioned the 4 pillars.
I do have my 4 foundation practices, which you can get off my website.
So it's just ishapatel.com.
Yeah, ishapatel.com, ESHAPATL. And also best place to find me is usually on Facebook or Instagram. I'm quite active there.
Okay, so everyone to check that out. If you're in my inner circle, you'll get this sooner than everyone else. Then I'll send it to Isha for her people. And I appreciate, she's going to go glow with love now. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, you already glow with love. So glow with love more, and let's help shift this stuff. Thank you, Isha, for being here live. Thank you, everyone else, for being here live. I appreciate the time, and we will see it come to fruition. I know it. Practice every day. Do this for yourself and for others and for the rest of us. And thank you for being here tonight and this morning.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.